Charlani here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I have a fun video for you today. Well, I don't know if it's fun, but it was definitely a very satisfying video, at least to me. And I'll also share that this took a lot longer than I thought it would. I was giving myself one day to complete everything, but as per usual for me, a lot of times I get into something or I start a project and it becomes a little bit bigger than what I had anticipated. It's exactly what happened here. We ended up staining cabinets and putting contact paper down on all of the shelving within each of the cabinets. So instead of just it becoming we're gonna wash the outside of all the cabinets and then just reorganize everything within the cabinets, it became a little bit more than that. But I am so happy I did it, and spoiler alert, I love how it came out. Now, with that being said, I watched, probably like you found me, watching videos on kitchen organization, cabinet refreshes, and I watch those as well. I go onto Pinterest and I see all those beautiful pictures of color coordinated everything. Every shelf has very specific, beautiful, monochromatic, or they look like the rainbow, right? Well, I will say that that is not me. Rob and I have been married for 25 years. We've been together. So over those years, we have accumulated things way back from when we first moved in together to just things that I've purchased over the last couple of months. So we have kind of a lot of things. So this was a clean out of everything, keeping the things that we absolutely loved and figuring out how to organize it within the cabinetry space that we have. Love how it came out. Of course, in a perfect world, I would have had exactly the same cups or exactly the same plates. That is not my reality, and it's probably not most people's reality. So hopefully, as you watch this, it will give you ideas of what you can do with the items that you do have and the space that you've got to work with. All right, let's get into it. I'm using Murphy's Oil soap to clean the cabinetry. I've got a soft scrub sponge and a microfiber cloth. I'm using hot water and I'm just keeping it really simple. So you dilute it and this smells so good. So I didn't want anything that was like soapy or sudsy, so this worked perfect. So all I've done is this cabinet up there. We've done all of this down here, and you can see that a lot of what I was hoping would just be like dirt and grime, those are actually just wear and tear nicks. So it is what it is. But I've also cleaned this door right here. But you guys, look at this water. So dirty. So we're gonna go ahead and dump this out. But yeah, that is pretty dang dirty. So definitely glad we're doing this. This is one of those projects though that you work really hard, you get your sweat on, you do the thing, but it doesn't really look that different, but that's okay. We're still gonna keep going. So we're doing all of this, and you can see that there are spots that obviously are gonna need a little bit more attention paid, especially like down here around this area. I'm assuming that this area right here is gonna need a little bit of elbow grease because this is where the stovetop is. So yeah, so I'm gonna just stick you on a time lapse and let's do it. So in both of those cubbies, I have taken everything down. we're gonna have to hand wash all of this stuff because holy jeez, it is very dusty and very like sticky dusty. So we're definitely, and here's the other side right here. And some of these are empty. I'm like, I don't know why we even put them back. Probably just for decorations, but anyhow, let me show you what it looks like up top. This is the before. This is the second cubby. Obviously, I have not gotten to this yet. This one I have already cleaned. It is beautiful and gorgeous. I have also already done this ledge. So that feels really, really good. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this one cleared off and then we'll just keep working our way down. But holy jeez, you guys. Ick, yuck, yuck, yuck. Bottom cabinets are cleaned. They are definitely not perfect. They need a lot of touching up, that is for sure. I did a lot of the baseboard as well, and you can see that that's just wear and tear. So I think those are gonna have to probably come off at some point and restain just kind of from scratch. I don't know, we'll have to just see what happens with those, but it's such a bummer when you do something like this and it just, there's so many nicks on everything that it doesn't really look much better. But that's okay because I know it's clean. I still have all of this to do, but it has taken me about 2.5, almost 3 hours to do this. I'm tired. I still need to do the island. And I'm debating. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and we'll see. I brought out a couple of stains that I have and we're just gonna use some towels and just see if this works. I like that with the pen you can like really get into the crevices, but that, I mean, it would take a really long time to do everything with this. So we're gonna try this and see how it goes, and fingers crossed this works. I was so happy with how this ended up looking. I love that it darkened everything up. That darker stain just absolutely worked. I ended up doing the entire kitchen. Before we get started on the inside, I just wanted to point out how amazing, just absolutely amazing this cabinetry looks. Oh, I'm so happy with how they came out. Love them a ton. So now we're gonna start on the inside. We need to kind of rework this area. A lot of our dishes, we had a family dinner last night, so I'm gonna unload the dishwasher, make sure that all of this is put away so I know what I'm working with, and then we're gonna just re-zhuzh up and just organize all of this stuff. I ended up going to Target and I got these two. They're supposed to be, it says steel organizers. So it's supposed to be able to stand upright, lots of heavy things. So we will see what we're gonna use those for. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm unsure. I also, if you guys have watched any of my previous videos on like my pantry storage, my pantry reorganization, I love tension rods to use as kind of like spacers. So we are going with these in some of the big pot drawers, but we'll see. I have some things to play with here. Let's just get going. In my pot drawers, I actually didn't really have a game plan. I just needed to kind of rework and reorganize the pots, pans, and lids that were in there. So I wanted to get down a new protectant mat. And as you can see, even in the back, there's a lot of just chip marks in there. But you know what? That's just the kind of wear and tear of life. I put down a brand new, just that protective mat. I love these. I just think it gives a little cushion. It keeps my stuff from sliding around, which hopefully there won't be as many scratches. I use the tension rod to hold these lids up. Love. So good. And then I just put all of the pots, I just stacked them accordingly. And yeah, it worked out really, really well. I know it might seem like maybe unnecessary to put that mat down, but what it will do is it will hold those pots and pans in place so that it doesn't slide around and put those nicks on the back of your cabinetry. And for the record, if we ever sell this house and move into another house, I will, before I unload anything, I will make sure that I put some kind of shelf protectant down, whether it be contact paper or one of those kind of liners. I will put something down just to protect the cabinetry. So it is the next day, and I am telling you that cleaning the cabinets, cleaning inside the cabinets, kind of touching up the stain on the outside, it has taken several more days than I had anticipated. And actually, it's gonna take another extra day because I just went to Lowe's and Walmart and Target to find contact paper. But two things. Number one, way more expensive than it is on Amazon. The second thing about that is I could only find the shiny black contact paper to line all the cabinets, and I didn't want shiny black. I wanted a matte black. So I was able to find exactly what I needed on Amazon. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue with the organization part of the inside of the cabinets. And what I can do when I do get the contact paper, it should be here sometime tomorrow. I'm hoping it's gonna be earlier in the day so I can just finish this off. So today I've got a couple more cabinets here. Let me show you. This one I have kind of saved for one of the last ones because it is going to be a doozy. I need to take everything out. I need to match up lids with bowls, see what I have, see what I can get rid of, see what I have extras of, and then we can just kind of go from there. But to my defense, I knew that I was going to be coming in here, so I really didn't care where bowls were going and all that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead, and this morning I am starting with this cabinet here. And then the other thing I wanna get done today is this cupboard right here, or this cabinet. This again is another one that's just a big mess. So let's get to it. geez. We have so many things that we have accumulated. I have not cleared these out in a couple of years, so it is definitely time. There's lots of things here that I'm going to put in. So we've got a garbage bag going here. I've got I'm not sure what to do with, if I'm gonna keep or if I'm gonna donate. That's what that box is. Kaylee went through it last night and took some of the things that I had in there. So that's super cool. So yeah, we've got everything that we need, I think. Let's just go ahead and get organizing this stuff. All the extra lids in here. We are completely cleared off here. This is what I am left with, but my thought is that I'm gonna put these up here because we're gonna redo this cabinet, but we're gonna put all of that is gonna go up there at the top because most of what's up at the top we are going to donate. So that's gonna give me a little bit of extra room. This can be used in a fridge, and this I'm just going to stick in the very back because you can see there's lots of room back there. So I'll just tuck it back away, but this looks a bazillion times better. Man, you guys, so I love a good shelf. Absolutely love it. And loved the way this was looking, was very excited about it. And then when I kind of started refiguring the cups that are to go in here, it just doesn't work. And the main reason is because look at, it just, nothing fits underneath here. It's just not enough. So that shelf will not work in here. The contact paper arrived, and I gotta tell ya, this was so exciting. But it was a lot harder than I had anticipated and took a really long time and made a little bit of a mess. And I'm not even gonna talk about this one right here. But we figured it out, and I love the way our cabinets look. It's like it just kind of finished everything off beautifully. All right, guys, we are officially done, and this feels so good. This took a lot longer than I thought it would take, and honestly, mainly because we went ahead and we stained up all of, well, we touch up stained all of the cabinetry, and it made a huge world of difference. I feel like I have a brand new kitchen with brand new cabinets. It looks so freaking good. And all of the little dings that were in here, all I did was go in with that little, like a washcloth, and went in with the darker stain, and I love just the extra detail that I feel like it gave these cabinets. It just, oh my goodness gracious, I love it so much. It absolutely makes me so happy. So let's just start right in here. I went ahead and all of our plasticware, all of our storage containers, everything has a lid. I made sure to match everything up. I kept all the lids in just one small area, and it feels good to know that all of the things that were either broken, they had leaks, or didn't have a lid, or I had the lid but I didn't have the bowl part, all of that is gone. So we are left with things that we actually use. So that feels really good. Same with this area right here. I cleaned out a lot of the cups and tumblers that we no longer use. So this area has been reorganized, and I wish I could have used that shelf right here, but that's okay. Sometimes you don't need that. Less is more. So this cabinet is also finished. And then you guys saw up there, everything is nice and clean there, which feels really good to know that that dust isn't there anymore. And then these pot drawers, I use the tension rod here, which is holding up these lids here. I think that looks really cool. We've got the pots here. And then I've got a bunch of our pans right here. And then I also love the way this section came out. Before, there were so many little nicks in here, and now you can see that it looks so good. It is nick free, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The next area here is just a bunch of our mixing bowls. We've got strainers, colanders. I've got my shake set up, my measuring cups. So this set is all nice and organized. I love that I'm knowing where everything is at. This is where all of my bake stuff is, and yes, I have a lot of baking items, baking things, baking tools. We like to bake in this house, so we do have a lot of things here. Also really love the matte black contact paper. So happy I went with that. I had posted that this is what I was gonna go with, and a lot of people are like, no, you're gonna hate it. Go with white. I have to say I'm really happy I went with the matte black. I think it looks absolutely amazing. And then here I have these lids that go onto these Pyrex, and what I did was I just use bookend holders, like the little bookends, and it's keeping those upright. It doesn't take any extra space, so love that section too. I've got all of our plates and bowls that we use most here. So these two shelves, we use these plates and bowls most. So I like that they're all white. And here's the thing, you guys, obviously we are not monochromatic. We are not the kind of people who have like the exact same bowls, the exact same cups. We have accumulated stuff over many, many, many years, and a lot of things we don't want to get rid of. So obviously I have to make space for that, and sometimes it looks a little bit hodgepodgey, but that's just the way it is. It's just life. This is our life, and I'm organizing and being creative with the things that I have. And then we've also got all of these. So those are just extra tumblers up there. I have gone through and decluttered a lot of coffee mugs. I went through a phase where I just loved coffee mugs. We did drink coffee often, so we had a lot of just cups that we never use. So I had to be cutthroat with what I was going to keep, and this is what we are left with, and that is plenty. And then we've got all of our glassware here. Another one of my favorite cabinets because I just love that it looks cohesive. I love that all the mason jars are here. All of our juicing bottles are up there. We've got some of the alcohol-y things right here. All of our wine glasses, beer steins, mugs, all the things up there. But I love the way this looks. And again, love this contact paper. Love, love. And then this is another one of my favorite cabinets because this was a disaster. We literally just threw things in here. There were papers mixed in with tools, and now I think this is just very organized, and all of our cookbooks are here. This recipe keeper did not fit long-wise in here, so I just got it right up there, and I think that looks fine. And everything else is down in here. We've got extra just this, it's a keepsake picture box. All the things here, this is our little tools area. So it's got like the hammer, the things that we would need quickly and easily for simple home projects. I like to keep a set of tools in here, so that's what all of this is there. And then we've just got here a bunch of the like Instant Pot things. I've got my HelloFresh recipe cards because some of those recipe cards, they have such good information. And then I have things in here for some of the tools, like the household tools, like my Dyson is here, my Roborock, our Samsung stuff. So that kind of paperwork, warranty info is all just right here. But I had a bunch of office supplies. So this right here is just, if I don't know, you can kind of see it, but it's basically like a file folder holder. And then this is just filing trays. So I like the way it looks, and it keeps everything nice and upright. I think it keeps everything organized by section, and I think it looks really good. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, I'd love it if you did. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.